Elizabeth, you shouldn't be teaching. I mean, I can't think of anyone less suited to being a teacher.
Muy bien, estamos aquí en la ciudad de Cancún nuevamente con guapísima y encantadora Cameron Diaz. Cameron, I'm so happy to see you again.
Nice to see you as
We
well.
are following your career.
Yes,
so now
thank
it's
you.
Bad Teacher.
Here it is.
Something I really enjoy about you and your career is that you got this magical thing about comedy. You handle it perfectly. But
Yeah.
I always hear that do comedy is more difficult than drama. It's more easy to make cry than to make laugh.
Yeah.
So what is that secret thing that the comedy got?
I don't know, you know, it's such a crapshoot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is. Like, you never know what's going to make people laugh. That's why I think that you first and foremost have to make things that make you laugh. You know what I mean? And just like cross your fingers that other people are going to have a good time at it too. But I think it's just because there's a lot of things that people won't allow themselves to laugh at. And comedy, what comedy is, in essence, is the truth, period. The reason we laugh at things are because we realize that it's the pure truth. The truth is being told, and you have to laugh at those things, you know? And I think why Elizabeth is so, you know, funny, even though she's not trying to be, is that she just says the truth. She never sugarcoats anything.
She never fake it.
Yeah, and I think that people really appreciate that because they wish that they could do it themselves.
But for example, in theater that you got the audience, or in a sitcom it's an audience too, but in a movie it's like you shoot in not in order, like it's different. How you know, the timing is...
It will drive you mad. That's the one thing as an actor that really is the most challenging thing, I think, as a film actor, is that you literally film the end of the movie at the beginning of the movie, and then 2 months later you might be filming the beginning of the movie at the end. And you're like, wait a second, I don't know how I'm going to feel at the end of this. You know, so that's where all your work comes from. You really have to figure out who this character is before you even shoot one day of it. And then comedy by nature is difficult that way because in film, you know, we're not up on a stage doing something and getting a laugh for it. We'll shoot one part of the film, of a scene and a sequence of it, but the comedy, the humor, the payoff isn't for another scene, and you're shooting.
2 weeks later.
Yeah, you're shooting him 2-3 weeks later, and then you're like, well, is that going to be funny? And then you have to remember, okay, like, how do I connect these two things? How do I make this? And you're like,
And people think that it's easy, and it's not.
It's not easy. It's not. But you know what? That's the challenge of the job, and I love that challenge.
All right, let's do this.
Sniffing around your door. It's still the night, I feel my heart beating heavy, telling me you gotta have more.
Also, this is a movie about high school. How was you in high school? Remember those days?
Dude, I was trying to get out of there. I was like, I did not like school. School was not my thing. I'm not even gonna pretend. I don't know how I graduated. I have no clue. I don't remember doing a day of homework or passing a test. I don't know how I got out. I just knew I had to get out. But I was already, you know, I was gone. I had already lived in Japan when I was 16 for a summer by myself. You know, like I had to get out.
But now it's Bad Teacher, and congratulations for that.
Thank you.
A pleasure.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Good to see you.
You, Chubbs.
He's